Hey everybody, Hunter Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and Country Cook. Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila. Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
Been getting a lot of compliments on you being on camera. You need to be on another recipe coming up real soon.
Well, I'll do it.
All right, sounds good. Today we're going to make quick and easy lemonade pie. Now, I found this recipe from a friend of mine, and it's very unique because it's just one can of sweetened condensed milk. And it's got one of these frozen containers of lemonade and 12 ounces of Cool Whip, okay? And of course I need my trusty little mixing pot that I've had for 100 years. I'm going to put that all in there, and we're going to blend it together, and then we're going to put it in one of these graham cracker crust pie filling pan kind of things, and then we're going to put it in the freezer, and that's all there is to it. So let's get to work here. We're going to start out with some sweetened condensed milk, and in another video coming up I'm going to show you how you can make your own condensed milk. Sugar, milk, touch of baking soda, that kind of thing. This stuff here is easy to make. I say easy, you just got to make sure you simmer it real low, and it takes about 30 or 40 minutes of constant stirring to cook it. Let me get the rest of this out of here. Then we're going to put in our whipped cream. Now here's the thing. This recipe calls for one 12-ounce container of Cool Whip. Well, when you put it in a measuring cup, don't measure 12 ounces of Cool Whip because that's not the same. It's different. This here, believe it or not, that looks like it's way up to 2.5 cups, but that's how much it took to hold 12 ounces of Cool Whip. So the liquid and the foamy version of the two, I hope I'm not being too complicated there. Just make sure that when you buy, because I bought a container that said 8 ounces on it. I put it in here and it went clear up to 1.5 cups, which was well over 8 ounces in a cup. So you want to make sure that you do that. You measure it out. All right, and let me rephrase that. You don't measure it out in here. You take whatever it says on the container, and if it's 10 ounces, 12 ounces, 14, 16, just make sure you use around 12 ounces of Cool Whip. Now here is the lemonade. It's just frozen lemonade, but we took this out of the freezer about an hour ago because obviously you don't want it just frozen to a solid block, and we're going to put this in here. That way it's just kind of slushy but still really cold. We'll dump it in. I guess we went beyond slushy, but that's alright because we're going to make it anyway. Let me get my spoon up out of here. Boy, it smells good. That was awesome. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Now we should have had our can of lemonade frozen, but it wasn't, but it's still mixing in here really nice because we're going to freeze it anyway. How you like my old mixer that my mom gave me years ago and I still got it? All right, we got our condensed milk and our can of lemonade and our whipped cream, Cool Whip. Now we're going to pour it in this graham cracker pie crust thing here. And it actually calls for a deep dish, and we couldn't find what was called a deep dish. I said, let's just get a regular one and see if it'll fit. So we did exactly that. I just picked up one of these little Keebler ready crust, graham cracker pie crust. These are in the not in the freezer section, but in the flour section where it says baking goods in your grocery store. You'll find these because they don't need to be frozen. Now, doesn't that look wonderful? We're going to pop that in the freezer and how long would you say, Sheila? 30 minutes to an hour?
I would think so.
At least, we're going to give it an hour, and then we're going to come back and show you what the finished product looks like and see how it cuts and how it plates, and of course how it tastes. We'll see you in just a little bit. Actually, about an hour. Bye-bye. Well, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's been in the freezer for over an hour, and we're going to see what we will see here. I'm not sure it has enough body to it to... Got to crunch all the way down through that. Not sure it has enough body to it to stay into a pie shape. Maybe it's not supposed to. I don't know. Alright. See if I can get a slice of this out. Oh, looky there. Well, what do I know? That looks terrific. Let me give it a little taste off the corner here. Oh my goodness gracious. Sheila, you have got to taste this stuff. This is outstanding. Wow, I think if you left it in the freezer for another hour, it'd even get more firm, but this is enough to cut and take it out and set it, and it's just absolutely delicious. You're probably wondering what this other stuff is sitting here on the counter. This is all the parts and pieces that are all done, because we're getting ready to eat right now. We finished it. Wisconsin 4-cheese beer soup. Absolutely. Sheila's is in a bread bowl, mine's in a regular bowl, garnished with bacon and cheese, and check it out anyway. But right here you have it. Honey, this is so good. What did we even make here? Lemonade pie or something? Quick lemonade pie. We mixed up the 3 ingredients, we poured them in this thing, and I'll tell you, this stuff is absolutely delicious. I won't smack in your face no more. I'll eat it after I go off the camera. But by the way, if you like our recipes, check it out. There's our subscribe button right there. And Sheila, I know you want to get into this beer soup, and I know you want to get into this dessert. You've got to try a taste of this. And it's great recipes. If you enjoy them, click on the subscribe button. And is this the best little quick lemonade pie thing from a can of this and a can of that, and blend it together and freeze it and it's done? If it ain't, it ought to be. This is Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee, saying we'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Sheila, turn off the camera. Come over here and taste this. See, I told you. That's bite number 3. I told you, that stuff is really yummy. Isn't it great? And it's cold and it's smooth and it's not frosty. It's wonderful. But anyway, I just wanted to tag that because she did taste it and she thinks it's terrific. Bye-bye for now.